EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
On a warm, late summer afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. I had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway here on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
No gain on the play there. Second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Morgan. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Morgan operating from the gun. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Here's the Jets punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What the columnist write? Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. On the draw, it's Harris. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On the ground, it's Harris. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
Ready, 90, Wolf.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And here now a look at the Dolphins' offensive unit.
Obviously a tough test for this offense right out of the gate. Road game in game 1 of the new year. Conventional wisdom says, go slow, take care of the football. I think in this case, attack early and get the home team back on their heels.
They'll try to run this one in. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw is Morgan. From the gun, he'll throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Morgan. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. 21 yards there on 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Looking to throw. Morgan. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll set up to throw. And that will be incomplete. Some mistakes already in the first quarter. If he holds on to that one, first down.
Yeah, and I'll guarantee you that at least one defensive back out there has reminded him of that fact, trying to get into his head and hoping that'll affect him the rest of the game.
On fourth down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And he had to be pleased at the start of the last drive. The offense was moving, but certainly not pleased at the end result, an interception.
And every team we ever talk to, at some point in the conversation, the coach, player, someone talks about, you know, we've got to finish. We've got to finish off drives, finish off the game. There's an example there of not finishing, doing everything right, but not getting the result that you need.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Ready, set. Mike 55. Hey, eat. All day, baby, all day. Clear. Let's go.
On first down, Dobbins. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
On the set. So Mike number one.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Got his man complete over the middle. That's more. That one a first down pickup of 8. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Morgan throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it a 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Now Morgan from the gun on 3rd down. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down now, Dobbins. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Morgan. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys low man win.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. On second down, this is Harris. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. So on the heels of the sack, they knock him backwards in the running game.
So now it's up to the offense coordinator talking directly into the helmet of his quarterback to instill a little bit of confidence here. Call the play with authority, call with confidence, and let him know this one is the winner.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's Morgan from the gun on third down. Over the middle, complete. It's Jordan. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game.
Ready. 18 Gator. Defense, let's go. Get it.
Morgan now, throwing on first down. That's taken in by Henderson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Morgan on 3rd down. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 41-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, the offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. To throw is Morgan. To throw on 3rd down. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now back to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll drop the throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's 2nd and 8. Quick hitter here. It's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Dolphins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Let's go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Switch.
On play action, they'll throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And the ball is knocked out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. Now Morgan off the play fake. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball. Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. They'll run it now out of the gun. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Morgan throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ali. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Morgan. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. And his kick is indeed good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Now Harris. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run with Harris, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki. 3rd down here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
57, Mike 57.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. To the football, it's blocked.
But when it all comes together and you get the field goal block that's been designed, that's been drawn up, everyone has to feel good about it on that side of the ball. How about that one there? To the left side, knew what they had, that's where they wanted to be, and they got their designated guy turned free.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Well, now he's looking just to add to his totals. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Here's Morgan on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Morgan looking left side. That's caught by Moore. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Looking to throw. Morgan. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This one from 48 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. And it's the Patriots with the lead in that one. Sam Darnold has a couple of touchdown passes. From there, let's head over to Minneapolis to check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And they trail that one over the visiting Green Bay Packers. Devontae Adams, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore. Check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And that one all tied as they host the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh. No chance. Check 99. Check 99. Now.
They'll run on first down. Harris. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Point after try forthcoming. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you've got a talented back, give it back to him.
A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. This is Harris. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.
Good work, boys. Go. Let's go.
And New York set to take the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and 3 yards there, takes him to the 45. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. And he'll give it here to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. Looking sideline, incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. This from 54 yards away. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
So now here come the Dolphins. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on his drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. And that was well defended. And as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And that one makes this a 9. The interception for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. On first down, Peters, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And a give this time to the tailback. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll set up a throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll run it now out of the gun. And it's a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And as we peer at the numbers, he got off to a struggling start, but since then really found his rhythm.
And I think that comes together with not just the halftime adjustments, but just that quiet.
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
Why we saw that field goal try a moment ago, I'll never understand. But as a result, this offense, they've got to be pumped. 1st and 10 in striking position already. Now a 1st down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They'll look to throw.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets. You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He had his lone attempt blocked earlier. The kick by Sanders is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
And New York set to take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out? Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Ready? 18 Gator. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there.
Morgan now looking to throw on 2nd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Morgan from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jordan.
Let's go, boys.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check 13. Check. Go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he works free. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 43 yards on the ground. So they had him bottled up, able to make a man miss, and then boom, off to the races.
And it's how he made him miss. A little bit of strength, too. Had to work through contact to get him off of him. And then once he did that, now he put his agility to use and took off.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Come on, Lon. We better not.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
A 6-yard gain. Brings up 3rd and goal.
To throw is Morgan. Going to throw on 3rd and goal.
We call that sack block.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
Now the Jets will call on the field goal unit here. This is a 26-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
And now out come the Jets. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Morgan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Looking to throw. Morgan. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets will extend their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Point after, right down the middle. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Interception. Are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. New York set to take the field. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction, because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team. Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much running room. Down to the 32. A gain of 3, second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
As many games as the two of us do, I would hope that one day we'll be able to solve this riddle. Why is it on a hot day that one team has more trouble with the heat than another, and especially when you can't stop a guy running the ball?
You know it's September in the booth, though, when you and I have both removed our coats, and those were gone in the first quarter.
They were gone in the first quarter, and what we're watching now is a defense mentally giving in and sagging a little bit because they haven't been able to stop it.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 2nd and 5. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. On second down, Dobbins. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1 yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Go, go, go.
Ready. Back to throw. Morgan. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Looking to throw. Morgan. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Back out onto the field now. Here comes the Jet defense. Forced the fumble last time. Up on the scoreboard. Things going their way.
Things are rocking easy now, and they feel good about themselves, confident, taking the ball away in the last possession. They're going to try and do it again.
So let me ask you, can you be playing free and that can be good, or it can also become bad, right?
I like the way you put it. You're exactly right. It can work both ways. Sometimes you get too loose and give up big plays and not handle your responsibilities. But oftentimes when you're playing free and easy and locked in, as they are today, you see the end result.
Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. And the Jets set to take the field. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now is dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their 2nd meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now he dumps this off over the middle. It's a gain of 5. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Now Morgan on 3rd down. He is going to find Hill here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a... So it's a victory here for the New York Jets.